Hi, welcome back to this little video about a module inside Scribo called Scribot. Now, when you come into Scribo and you have access to this little Scribot module, it's basically our LLM that you can access and talk to about really anything. So if you wanted to head into a class about the life and times of Genghis Khan and have something, in terms of a lesson plan or some sort of introduction for students to work through, we could ask Scribot to create a quick lesson plan on the overview of the life and times of Genghis Khan. Okay, so we can really crunch out something really of purpose straight away. We can pick that up, we can copy paste that into a Google Classroom, wherever you want to be. It's fast, it's effective, and you're in situ, like you're not moving out of one environment into another environment and then copying and pasting from there into another one. And it's like the wheels in motion sometimes go round and round way too many times. So really it's about moving things quickly, asking things quickly in a situation where you're about to do something in this context called writing, or any other context, humanities, talking about, sharing, workshopping, whatever it may be. It's a context of teaching and learning. Keep it that way inside Scribo, and you've got access to Scribot at that point there. Now, as you move through the software and you move into a class, maybe the history class of Mediterranean world, now we're talking about students. Now we're talking about a context. We're talking about topic. We're talking about that topic having keywords. We're talking about targets that you've set, all these sort of what we call metadata parameters that exist around a writing activity. They're understood by Scribot right now. So if we ask Scribot a question about, give me 3 ways to improve this text, we're going to get 3 ways to improve this text about this text. We didn't have to build a prompt that said A, B, C, D, and by the way, I'm a teacher and I'm in year 8 and this is about Genghis Khan and it's I wanted 400 words, and we don't have to do any of that. It's simply off the bat start talking. And the context you can run can be in full text mode, paragraphs, or freestyle. Okay, freestyle means you cut outside of this context and you absolutely go freestyle, like give me a recipe for fish head curry. It could come back to paragraph. You might review this work and say, I'd really like rewrite paragraph 1. Okay, now we know you want to rewrite paragraph 1. We use the same kind of words. We use the same construct of words as the students have used. It's a better format. So we don't go recreating a whole new chunk of text about this. We are looking at what the students have written and we're reorganizing it for them in a way that is potentially better, always human in the loop. Read this, check this, add the student feedback. One more click, students have feedback. Okay, feedback's recorded. It's going through to students. It's being reported on. It's a good thing. It's a closed loop. And it happens at that sort of speed. So Scribot is designed to really get behind you and your initiatives as a teacher, the thinking that you have, and helping you deliver that. So if I went back to a full text analysis and said, has the student used historical references to answer this question? All the things that you kind of think about when you're going through and marking and grading and giving rubric. Obviously, rubrics can pick all this up for you, but this is where I think sometimes just injecting that 1 or 2 key points that a teacher can make about an essay just for the benefit, the exact benefit of a student, is a really cool thing to do. It doesn't have to take hours of time. You can do some very quick work inside Scribot to do that. So again, anything you want, generate anything, talk to about anything. If you wanted to, if you're in a situation like I know in Thailand, they score high school students according to CEFR, Common European Framework Reference. It's a way of giving students an idea as to how their writing might get them scored as they head into university or other college opportunities. That's a whole level of work for teachers to do, a CEFR scoring and rating system. It's one question inside Scribot and you'll get the answer. And you get the feedback that can help students improve. This particular one is a C1 level, which means it's pretty well written. And that's why it's scoring pretty well on all fronts. So Scribot's there. It's that button there. And remember, it's context sensitive. Context sensitive. So as you move around the system, it changes its dimension. It's no longer talking about an essay, it's talking about anything you want to talk about. When you head into Presto, it knows you're heading into Presto. And as you head into Presto, you've got the ability to create some really cool stuff using this little beast. You could build a lesson plan. You can transcribe a YouTube video. Watch the Presto video on how Screebot actually interacts with Presto. It's really quite amazing. But again, you've got that flexibility to create something really quickly on the fly. Give me 200 words on frogs and the ecosystem in which they live in Indonesia. It's a bit of a bad prompt on the frogs and the frogs, but you get the point. It'll create stuff. It takes logical problems out. We've now got a little thing here. We can now move that content into being an instant quiz as the source of an instant quiz. So really, Momentum is really everything. It's in your hands. It's with Screebot, and that's what Screebot's here to do. And it's always about helping teachers save time, do something really cool, and engage students. So thank you for your time. I'll talk to you in the next video.